Welcome, everyone. Welcome in to tonight's live reading. So, I am going to do a subscriber energy live reading. I see everybody coming in. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Facebook. Let's see if we get some Twitch in here today. We are live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, but it is a little last minute. So, Twitch only normally does well when we're on the schedule. So we have changed our schedule, guys. I'm kind of interested to see how Twitch is going to do next week. But Sunday, the 26th, we are starting our new schedule. And I did post a little shorts. Of course, YouTube didn't like my shorts, so it didn't get sent out. Hi, Amber. So I do want to show you guys really quickly new schedule. There it is. So Sunday, the 26th, is going to start our new schedule, and we're going to do fire signs on Sunday, earth signs on Monday, we're going to do water signs on Tuesday, and air signs on Wednesday. And we're going to do them each week, guys, each week at 6 p.m. Central Time. Sorry, guys, I'm just trying to get the camera and everything all situated. So let me get back to the comments. Hi, Diana. Hi, Miss Tina. Everyone is coming in. I'm going to give everyone just a few minutes before I get started. Can't think of anything I really want to talk about. I am going to release that solstice soul connections reading. It's definitely a twin flame energy update, but it's going to come out tomorrow, guys. So make sure you have your little bell, your little notification bell set, and hopefully it'll send out a notification. For the closest ones in the tribe, I usually try to send you a message on Messenger to let you know it went out. But that's why we're actually a little delayed today. I did that reading earlier. Beautiful energy. It was a beautiful reading. I can't wait for it to come out. But a lot of emotion and a lot of energy into that reading. So I took a break. I went and got some tacos and I just pushed it back a little bit. So I do apologize, guys, if you had it set for earlier. But I just thought it would be better to break away from that energy before we did the subscriber energy. And sometimes for me, it does take me, like I actually have to like step away from it. And I know you guys, like for you guys that get like double readings, you know, in the Etsy shop, usually there's a few of you that get two at a time. Then you'll know that like I usually do one and then I try to step away and then come back and do the next one. So yeah, it was a little intense. But I just want to say for our tribe, it's definitely a pat yourself on the back. Because I feel like it was proof that we have broken the codependency. And I know that sounds so powerful and so massive and so big, but it's true, guys. I want you to think back on your own journey. Let me know. Can you guys hear me? Okay, sound and everything is okay. I got the little camera on. I did my makeup, but then I sweated it off, guys. So yeah. But let me know if you guys can hear okay. But I want you guys to think back in your own journey. So I talked about the solstice being a time for us to reflect and look at how far we've gotten. So I talked about how it's important to go back to January and look back the last 6 months, how far you've gotten. So I want you guys in the tribe, the ones that are drawn to me the closest, right? You're all here. I want you guys to think about where you were in January. How was your codependency in January compared to your independence today? Do you see what I'm saying? And it's massive, right, guys? It's huge. So we really should very much pat ourselves on the back. It is a massive lesson that we have learned. I think I made this statement in the video that it's a lesson that most people don't learn in their entire lifetime, and we were forced to learn it in a few lunar phases. So to say that we're badasses is just a complete understatement. But do you guys see that? Do you guys, thank you, Diana. Do you guys see how maybe you were, 6 months ago, codependency was a real thing, right? Whatever you were attached to, whatever emotional attachment you had to that thing, you were holding on to it super tightly. And today you're like, you know what? what? I'm totally good. I can do this on my own and it's going to be fine. So yeah, look at Amber. So for real, that's definitely our collective tribe energy. So if you follow me, you've subscribed, you engage, this reading could very much be for you. But yes, absolutely, pat yourself on the back because we've made massive, massive steps. All right. Thank you, honey. So Junior is on Facebook helping us out. So that's super awesome. I see the one group taking off. I don't see anything on my Facebook page and I don't see anything on Twitch. But hopefully they'll come in later. I will, of course, no music today, guys, no free concerts. I know I wanted to too, but I need to be able to leave the subscriber energy up. And here's what I'm going to tell you guys. I'm going to learn how to edit the videos after they've already been uploaded, so that when we do these lives like this, we could maybe have a little song in the beginning and a little song at the end. And as long as I clip those out, YouTube can't strike me. So I've definitely been looking into it a little bit more because I did have to take that video down where we had so much fun the other night. Did you guys have fun at the free concert when Junior was singing for us? It was awesome, right? I had to take it down first thing the next morning. YouTube got us quick. Facebook got us pretty quick too. Now that we're monetized on Facebook, it's the same thing for Facebook. So yeah, I got to be able to go in there and cut those pieces out. But I think I've got a little bit of a grasp on it, so I want to do that more often. All right, so let's get started. Subscriber energy. I did feel the pull. I actually felt the pull to do subscriber energy before the summer solstice. And I do feel it's because we're using that summer solstice energy to manifest. And so, guys, when I say subscriber energy, are you ready? It's because I hear your pool. I hear your energy calling, asking questions. So today we're going to do current energy with divine masculine, divine feminine energies, and we're going to look at bridging energy. I'm not going to pick twin flame, soulmate, or karmic until we get a little bit further in, but we're mostly going to look at messages from your person, because a lot of times when I'm getting that pull and I'm being woke up at 3 in the morning, it's because somebody wants to hear from their person. It's normally because there's a blockage in the heart. I can't say hate. I dislike seeing there's a blockage in the heart chakra because I know people are like, how do I get it out? You know what I mean? Hi, Jenna. So when that happens, it just means that something's not aligned. And then you're like, well, what does that mean? Okay, so it means that you're not working with the energy, you're working against the energy there. That's the best way I can say it. So whenever there is something like that in the heart chakra, telepathy, remember guys, I always say telepathy is the heart chakra. I know many of us think it's from the third eye, but if you do a little research, you'll see that it's actually from the heart chakra, and it's very much communication, energy, back and forth. So if there's a blockage, if there's separation, if there's minimal communication, if you feel disconnected, it's most likely because there's something wrong in the heart chakra. And I just want to say, a lot of times where you're like, well, how do I work with the energy instead of against the energy? I'm going to tell you right now. Ready? Here's the best secret in the whole world. It's something you don't want to do. So true. I don't mean to be like the bear of whatever, but it's something you don't want to do. So the reason the heart chakra is blocked is because there's pain. There's something that is hurting you and you don't like it, so you block it. You know what I mean? And that's all it is, literally. And so the moment that you allow yourself to open up and feel the things and deal with them, instead of like me, I always say I'm always trying to sweep the things under the rug. If you guys are in the tribe, you don't have a rug left anymore, do you? A spirit came and took it. You know what I mean? So, and I understand and I get it, and I feel like we're totally ready for it. But yeah, so a lot of strong pull to get messages through, and a lot of the energy is because there is a blockage in the heart chakra. So it tells me that telepathy is not happening the way it should. I don't want to say that it's not happening at all, because in that summer solstice reading that I did, I'm going to put it out tomorrow, guys, so keep an eye out for that. In that reading, I did sense that there's a lot of going on in the dream world. There's a lot going on. And I can see things a little bit different than, like, let's say Diana at home, or Amber at her house, or even Jenna at her house. Hi, Notorious. You guys only see, so you guys get on, and then you see me talking about the situation, and you're like, oh, I can understand what she's saying, or oh, that's kind of like my journey, right? And it seems similar to you, and it's like, oh, you think it's just this one person, it's me, but I'm over here and I see all of you, right? And so it really helps me get a collective energy, a collective vibe. And collectively, this tribe is manifesting like out the wazoo. And they're not little things either. They're big things, big noticeable things. So you guys are noticing like big noticeable things. The codependency, breaking away from all that. Collectively, we did that together, and I was able to see it. So in the Etsy shop, when I get a lot of readings at one time, I can definitely see that like there's something happening in the dreams. Like this person had it, this person said something about it, this person, it was in their question, this person wants to know where to order a dream journal. You see what I'm saying, guys? Description box. The dream journals are always in the description box. Every once in a while, I forget to do it. I think it was Carol caught me last time where I forgot to copy and paste over onto Facebook. But usually every video you see, you can click on it, look in the description box, and those guided dream journals are in there. But yes, dreams are big right now. So the telepathy is happening in your dreams. It's not happening like in your day-to-day situation. For the ones that don't have the heart chakra blockage, Amber, Sandra, there's a few of you that don't have that blockage. When you don't have that blockage, your communication is coming in quickly, and it's coming in all the time. You're seeing numbers. You could be seeing birthdays. You could be seeing repeated numbers. You could be seeing, they call them angel numbers. You're seeing signs, like literal signs that say something that's like pointing you towards your twin journey or your purpose. You're seeing, it could be like their name. You're hearing songs on the radio that either have, like, you feel like it has a message to you, or it's a message that you would send to your person. You see what I'm trying to say? And it's just happening everywhere. It's just like an explosion. So for those of you that have cleared the heart chakra, congratulations, pat yourself on the back. Hi, Rachel. You're feeling and sensing all of that stuff. And then for those of you, and there are some of you guys in the tribe where there is this heart chakra blockage, and there is this feeling of disconnect, and you're listening to me sometimes and you're like, Rosa, I don't know what you're talking about. That's not happening for me. I don't feel it that way. And most likely it's going to be because of that blockage. You're still communicating. It's just at night in the 5D, or what people say in your dreams. All right. So after all that jibber jabber, I guess maybe I should timestamp. I feel like that was important information, so I'm just going to leave it. All right, let's go ahead and pull from the Secret Traveler. Both ears on fire. So I don't know who all is in here, but the energy is just like fireworks going off. All right. If Miss L was here, she'd say that there was something like impending, or something of like high importance, right? Both ears on fire. That's another thing, the ears ringing. I posted that, I think, yesterday. Ears ringing like crazy. It's an overabundance. It's almost like you're starting to wonder, should I go check that out? Should I have somebody check out the ears? But it's just too much, and it's too many of us. All right, so let's start with the divine feminine energy. All right, guys, so remember, really quickly again, I know I talk a lot, I'm sorry. Divine feminine and divine masculine, we have both. Divine feminine, more nurturer. Divine masculine, more protector. We have both of those energies, okay? I talked a little bit earlier in the week, we talked about if you had Aries in strong placements. And guys, I don't mean just like Aries sun. That's not what I mean at all. You have to have Aries and I would say 2 or more really big placements, right? So if you're like a Scorpio sun and you have Aries and Mars, well, be really glad that you have Aries and Mars, or Mars and Aries. Sorry. So sorry. But you're going to be Scorpio. You're going to be that water sign. You're going to be more of that emotional, like divine feminine energy, right? And just remember when I was talking earlier, I said there are a few of us. It's one. I'm like it's me. It's me, guys. I have Aries all through my chart, right? So I am like what they would consider like the divine masculine in my particular journey. It doesn't have anything to do with sex, guys. It doesn't have anything to do with you're a man or you're a woman. It has nothing to do with that. It's a soul, and a soul doesn't have any of those labels. You see what I'm trying to say? So just keep those things in mind when I'm saying divine masculine, divine feminine. There is a few of you that it's going to be the opposite. It's going to be when I'm doing divine masculine energies, that's from you. And those are going to be the ones that just have Aries in strong placements. More than one. And I will say too, when you're on the twin journey, I do feel like you swap back and forth all day, every day. And it's very much how you're able to heal your whole self, right? Think about it. If one person stayed in divine masculine energy all the time and one person stayed in divine feminine energy all the time, well, how in the world would they heal their counterpart? You see what I'm saying? Like you swap. That's why sometimes you feel more emotional than other times. Ooh, my camera just went. All right. It's almost like Spirit said, get to it. Okay, I'm getting to it. All right, so divine feminine energy. So we have ascending the mountain, keep going forward. That's like my keep pushing. I love it. So I definitely like I'm hearing almost like cheering, like someone's trying to cheer you to keep going. Don't stop. You're almost to something like amazing. All right, let's look at divine masculine energy. We have breaking trail. A breakthrough is at hand. I definitely sense that. And then for the bridging energy, we have it cleansing waters. Purification activates vibrant life force. Okay, so, and then grace and gratitude is on the bottom. Okay, so do you see the energy of the cards, guys? Let's do a little tarot 101. Ready? So remember I said at the beginning, this could be a soulmate, this could be a twin flame, and this could be a karmic. I'm not sure which one is a subscriber, and many of us have all three relationships. Many of us in this tribe have all three of those relationships, and many of us in this tribe have all three of those relationships at one time. Yeah, blew your mind, right? All right. Okay, so I am going to go, here's just on fire. So that's number one. I'm going to say twin reading. Ascending the mountain, keep pushing was immediately a sign for me personally. So again, I'm going to say twin reading. And also there's no negative cards. There's no, okay, I shouldn't say negative cards. I didn't mean to say that. There's no challenging cards. Right? Is that a better word? Yes, there's no challenging cards because karmic relationships are very challenging, right? I'm not saying that twin journeys are not challenging, by no means. I'm not saying that. But karmic relationships are a lot more challenging than a twin journey, at least I would say, in my opinion. But cleansing waters, purification is also telling me twin journey. And the reason it's telling me that is because that's what we're doing right now. It's what we're all doing. That's why we're in the summer solstice where we're feeling, and I know, guys, that not everyone is in the summer solstice. I should tell you guys, YouTube tells us like which countries are people watch our videos, and we are just, I remember when we started, we were like one little dot in the United States, you know what I mean? And then we spread in the United States, and like now, I mean, there's little countries I didn't even know existed, you know what I'm trying to say? So there's people everywhere. So for some of you, that's actually winter solstice. So I do apologize every time you hear me say summer solstice. But for the rest of us, the majority of us, it is summer solstice energy. And it's very much like, this is it. This is the clean, fresh, new start. It's time to get moving. It's time to take action. All those things, right? So breaking trail for divine masculine has had some sort of like major breakthrough, a major understanding. Really, a lot of times they say that divine masculine is the slower energy, right? Divine feminine is the one that's like ascending faster and learning faster, and divine masculine is kind of like the slow, creepy crawl. And I just want to say, for those of you out here, I really believe in that. what's that? What's the story? The tortoise and the hare, you know what I'm talking about? The turtle that went really slow, and the rabbit that ran really fast and burnt out. I'm both. But it's such a true thing. Like if you go slower, you're going to learn more, you're going to be more in depth, and you're going to become more powerful the faster you go. You could miss things, you could have to come back and relearn things. You see what I'm trying to say? So kind of keep those in mind. But I feel like there is some massive breakthrough for divine milestones, and it's a spiritual breakthrough, guys. It's not like I learned how to change my oil today. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing like that. It's something massive, and it's something spiritual. And most likely it's going to have something to do with the downloads and with the telepathy. Grace and gratitude. I feel like both parties are just grateful to be like through. Ooh, I almost said a bad word. I want to say words on here sometimes, but I don't know like what we're allowed to say. But shit show, you know what I'm saying? Like a literal shit show. It's like you're glad you're through this. It's done. It's over. Let's move on. All right. So let's pull from the read yourself, blah, 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 the heal yourself reading cards. And let's look really quickly at divine feminine. And let's see head, heart, and higher self. Head, heart, and higher self. So we have patience. So you're thinking you have to be patient for something. Heart space, you're learning about intimacy. It's number 33, my favorite card. And then higher self is teaching you right now about abandonment and rejection. And that's so true, right? Because you just conquered the codependency issue, right? All right, let's look at your person. So we have victim consciousness coming out. And when I say that, guys, I know I say it all the time, but it's because we have a really strong divine feminine energy following. So victim consciousness is divine masculine. It's that woe me, nothing ever works out for me, blah, blah, blah. I feel like they've conquered that. That's the big breakthrough. It's like, oh, I'm not cursed. I'm actually, you know, really powerful, and I can, you know, create what it is that I want, right? All right, so self-love is coming out in the heart space. And I want to say, I do feel like the divine masculine is the one that's kind of closing off the heart space. And again, I mentioned it in, I feel like I'm going to tell you guys the whole video before we ever get to it. But the summer solstice that I'm putting out tomorrow, I mentioned how divine masculine blocked this energy because it was so painful. Divine feminine's energy was so painful that divine masculine just couldn't take it. And so they just had to block. Just had to try. I mean, they tried to block, cut, run, you know, all the things, but it doesn't work, right? And so it was very much like a protection. I want to protect you from me because I'm not good enough for you, and I want to protect me from you because you're in so much pain that it's just killing me. You see what I'm trying to say? So that self-love in the heart space kind of tells me that they've put all the focus into what they need to do to become a better person, to take care of themselves, refill their cup. They've learned they cannot pour from an empty cup. All right, let's look at the higher self really quick. Take off your mask. Beauty is on the bottom. Beauty says both parties have very much learned their individual worth and their counterpart worth and the worth of the journey. Take your mask off. So divine masculine is like in that, you know what, this is, I just heard it is what it is, right? And just showing everybody like this is it, right? So I'm kind of picking those energies up. All right, I do want to go to some tarot just really quickly before we get to messages. And I want to look at, let's look at what are their feelings right now with the situation, with whatever is going on in your relationship. What are their feelings about it right now? Wow, look at that. Spirit's got my back today. Look at Miss L is here. Hi, Miss L. Judgment comes out, guys. It's your purpose. It's your calling. I see 111 on my screen. That's so awesome. All right, let's see what else. So we have the Four of Pentacles needing to release something. And we have the Knight of Wands. All right, so this is how they feel. Two of Pentacles on the bottom. It's very possible that they feel stretched. Resources are low. And I've kind of been getting that energy from Divine Masculine. Almost like Divine Masculine feels that they don't have enough money. It's like, I don't have enough money to give to this person, and I don't have enough money to give to this person. So I just have to sit here with my one monies. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's something like that. Four of Pentacles, holding on to something too tightly, trying to live within your means, right? So I just want to say, Four of Pentacles is the guy that the reason he holds on to these pentacles so tightly is because he feels like he's never going to see anything else. He's never going to get anything else. He's never going to receive anything else. Miss L says she sees 555. But so I'm kind of getting like an energy of let me just try to live with what little dollars I have. Like, this is all I can do. The Knight of Wands is like that courageous messenger that takes action. And this person is like, I know I have this calling. I know I have this thing I'm supposed to do. I hear it. I feel like they clearly hear it. But it's like, I can't because I don't have enough. All right, let's look at Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine, how does Divine Feminine feel about the situation? So we have the Death card, beautiful. And we have the Eight of Pentacles coming out. Oh, and I think these are the same three cards. Wait till you watch that reading tomorrow. It's kind of creepy a little bit. Ooh, look at that. The High Priestess on the bottom, the bridging energy. And the bridging energy is, remember, cleansing waters. Purification activates vibrant life force. All right, so that's what's happening. Purification. Look at that. You see the Scorpio, the Death card? Death and rebirth. Massive death and rebirth. Why? Because you've worked on it. Look at that, the Eight of Pentacles. So Divine Feminine has put all her focus, all her energy, self-love, self-care, gaining wisdom. Knowledge is power, guys. Remember when we first started this journey, we had no idea who we were or why all this was happening, and we just cried all the time. We were like, oh my gosh, we're crazy and everything sucks, right? And now we're like, woohoo, look what we can do. I can make this thing happen. You see what I'm saying? So when that happens, you definitely step into this victorious Queen of Swords energy. And I do feel like the Queen of Swords to me for the last few weeks has definitely been about speaking truth. Sometimes I get this vibe that she's like building these walls and she's like, you can't get over my walls. But here lately, not so much. It's more about the victory. I see her sword and that helmet, the victory helmet. I definitely feel like this is more about an accomplishment. And it's Four Swords, communication. So it's going to be about speaking your truth. All right, now let's jump to those messages from your person. All right, so I'm just going to pull straight messages. Let me clear this out just a little. And I am feeling drawn to do from two different ones. So the first ones we're going to do are mine. I did make these. I made these on my own journey based on messages that I had sent or received. And then I've added a few here and there for you guys. Some of them are pretty specific for specific subscribers. I wonder if they ever know when they hear it. It's like a message that I got like specifically for like a twin flame energy update or something like that. You know what I mean? I'm like, ooh, that's a good one, and I'll write it down. All right, so I just can't seem to let you go. I do feel like your person has went through a very turbulent experience of, one, wondering like why this connection is happening, and two, how do I get out of this connection, and three, how do I work with the connection, right? It's definitely been like a step-by-step situation. You are my light. So I do feel like this is going to be Divine Masculine. We're talking to Divine Feminine, because I do feel like Divine Feminine has been a little bit more like ahead in the alignment race, right? And I do feel like she's been shining the light for Divine Masculine. And definitely at the very beginning of this journey, guys, it was one of the first things I learned. And I bet it's one of the first things that you learned too. But one of the first things I learned was that if I did this work, and if I healed myself, and if I listened and learned to listen to spirit and be this vessel, then I would help my twin counterpart heal also. And when you're on a twin journey, you're very, you and your twin are very similar. If you're the same soul. So, I talked about it in that solstice video too. I talked about how, you could have been born in the same location, the same town, or very close to the same town. There is usually an age gap in twins, so it's not going to happen like at the same time. Um, but you have a lot of the same lessons in life. Like your childhood could be the same. If they were abandoned by their parents, you may have been abandoned by your parents. If they weren't good enough in their family, then you were maybe not good enough in your family. If there was constant pressure to keep the peace or be the peacemaker in their family, then most likely you were the peacemaker in your family. You see what I'm trying to say? So there's a lot of similarity in your lives, a lot of you're the same soul. So one, it's hard for your counterpart not to encourage you. And it's hard for your counterpart not to want you to succeed. It's hard for your counterpart to hurt you. It's hard for your counterpart to see you hurt. You see what I'm trying to say? It's because it's you. And so you wouldn't want these things. You see what I'm trying to say? So yes, divine feminine is definitely shining the light because they want the counterpart to heal just as much. They've went through just as much, stuff as you have. You see what I'm trying to say? So definitely shining the light because you know that it's helping. And I just want you guys to know the whole reason I brought that whole thing up is I learned that years and years and years ago at the very beginning of starting this whole thing out. And it's true. I just want to say it's so, so true. And I can see it like with my own eyes. Is it as much as I would want it to be? Maybe not. But at least there's change and at least there's acceptance. At least there's awakening, right? I'm on my way is coming out, and I have felt that really strongly. I noticed too, do you guys notice this ever when you're watching other tarot readers that they have the same cards? Um, like my message, I went and looked at my Aries messages today, and kind of caught up in some of my favorite tarot readers. And I noticed they were all the same message. And that happens a lot of times. It happens when there's like a strong point, a strong period. And I would say that it's going to be the summer solstice now, but it's like they're all the same. Everyone's saying the same thing. And so I just want to say that I want to point that out because I want to make sure you notice that, because when you start to see that they're all the same and they're all telling you the same thing, it's a strong collective energy. It's powerful. It's going to happen. You know what I mean? I can feel your energy. I hear messages in my dreams. I love that that came out because I do feel messages, guys, messages. Make sure if you haven't ordered one of my dream journals, make sure to do so. I have the blank ones. I have the guided ones that ask you questions and help you interpret those messages so you can understand what it is that they're trying to say. Links for those are always in the description box, guys. Have faith in me, absolutely. And I'm scared you hate me. That's Amber, don't laugh. um, um, oh Lord. Again, that is going to be a collective energy. I don't know why I'm laughing. I'm laughing with Amber, guys. It has nothing to do with anybody else. But I do feel that they feel like something. The decisions. There could have been poor decisions. They could have made things harder than they already were. Stuff like that is kind of what I'm getting with the I'm scared you hate me. I don't think like you're actually out there screaming, I hate you, nothing like that. I just feel like they've made things more difficult, more challenging. And then time is passing quickly. And that is the case, guys. Remember January 2022, it was yesterday, and now we're in June of 2022. So time is passing quickly, but there is a purpose for that, guys. And there is a reason. And I talked about that too. Like if there is a separation, just understand, like for some of us, we just went through a separation period and we totally abolished codependency. And like I said earlier, like some people go their whole lives and they can't do that. And we did it in a few moon phases. And I'm just saying, like, I know it sounds crazy and some of you probably don't have no idea what I'm talking about, but for the majority of you listening to me, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And it makes you proud and it makes you feel strong and it makes you feel powerful and it makes you understand that one, I feel like for me, I already knew that about union, you know what I'm trying to say? But I feel like for many of you, you may not have known that one, you were already in union. Every lifetime, you're already in union. But you may not have known that. You may not understood that until you beat that codependency devil, right? Like as soon as you knocked him down and like accomplished that lesson, it's like now you see that union was there all along, right? Notorious, that is again collective energy. It's very passionate energy. um I think it's just okay, so I know this is gonna sound crazy, and I shouldn't blush, guys. I don't know why I get so whatever. But here's what it is. It's excitement. So you're feeling the excitement. It's passionate, right? And it's because you don't feel that passionate energy when you're in disagreement or like you're not in alignment. You see what I'm trying to say? And it's like when things start to come into alignment, it's this excitement of, ooh, look what we can do. You see what I'm trying to say? And you do start to get a lot of like passionate energy with that. But yes, Notorious, it's not, I don't want anybody to think it's just them, because it's very, very collective, all across the board. And for some of you, this may not be for all of you. Miss L says heavy energy. Interesting, Miss L. Interesting. I felt heavy energy like 2 days ago, and I definitely feel like it's gotten a lot lighter yesterday and today. Um, but for some of you, what I will say too, and it did come up in that solstice reading too. By the time we get done with this reading, you're not even going to watch my solstice reading tomorrow. But I feel like um, for some of you, and if you listen to other tarot readers and you do have like a group of tarot readers that you get your information from, again, you're going to notice that they're all the same. And I noticed in mine that there's still the anger of the there's still like a disappointment, um especially like if you've already moved on. If you've moved on and let's say you've gotten a new career and you moved out of state, or let's say you've met a soulmate and you have moved on with a soulmate that's clearly a healthy, successful relationship that's not going to change overnight, right? Or let's say you you started, I don't know, like your own tarot business or your own YouTube channel, or like Amber's going to start her own podcast next week, she was telling us. You see what I'm saying? So anything like that, like you're putting the focus away from them and you're putting it on you. And for some of you in the tribe, I am going to say that for not, we're dealing with humans, guys. We're dealing with humans and souls, okay? Humans make mistakes. Souls know what they're doing here. So I just feel like we have compassion. Have compassion for your counterpart, even if you feel like they're behaving in a way that is not I'm not perfect. I'm never perfect, and I don't always behave the way I'm supposed to. I can be immature at times. You know what I'm trying to say? So if your person is kind of having those things, one, you're going to notice that they're a lot less often. But just have compassion for them. We have to learn, guys, that we're here to for service. That's our whole point of being here. And to do that, we have to teach others unconditional love. And in order to teach others unconditional love, we actually have to like do it. We actually have to like do it and show people by example. That's how they learn. So yes, even if your person is not at their best potential or their highest potential, they are awakening. They are trying. Some are going to take longer than others. Not everyone's journey is the same, guys. I always say that. Some people, I talked about, we had a tribe member that had a delay, a separation that lasted like around three years. And we were actually doing a live. She came in and told us, hey, we've communicated and we're working things out. And she's went on to begin healing herself and doing the things that she needed to do. So I definitely feel like there's a lot of us that are in separation, no communication or minimal communication, or telepathy, energy only, like spiritual energy only. But collectively, they are awakening, and collectively, those separations are ending. And they are ending for the ones that have been in separation for like long periods of time. And it's not just us guys, it's everywhere. People are talking about union everywhere. And it's definitely, I feel like for the ones who, my ears just went boo, for the ones that have really put the work in and have really cleared those blockages and have really raised their energy, their vibrational energy, in order to be in alignment. And I feel like those are the ones that are coming into union. And for the rest of the twins, one, they're already in union, right? But they're coming to understanding, and many of them are coming into like 3D physical union. And for the ones that are new to the journey, I do feel like do you guys ever hear about them talking about waves? Like there's waves of twins. Have you ever heard that before? Genesis, ultimate compassion. Absolutely. Yes, yes. Yes, growth, positive support. Yes. And I feel like Miss L, right? Like Miss L saying growth and positive support. Like we've grown, and that's how come we're able to have compassion for their feelings about a situation. You see what I'm trying to say? Yeah. But waves, I definitely feel like we have come in waves. That's why I always ask you guys like what year you met your twin, because the ones that were before me do feel like they are taking the steps and the things happen to them before me. So I listen to them, and so I know what's coming for me. You see what I'm trying to say? And then the ones that are like more in my time, like the 2015 through like 17 time, you know what I'm trying to say? I feel like those were more in a very similar type of journey, and then we have newer ones that have just happened like in the last couple of years. So and we are a little bit ahead of them, right? So I definitely kind of sense like there really is waves. Because they have been grouping the waves, like where they are in their journey. Yes, Amber, exactly. I really heard that like I don't know a while back, and I was just like, what? No. But now I'm thinking, yeah, I understand. I get it. I love when my camera freezes on some stupid face. All right, guys, let's do guidance. Let's see what guidance Spirit has. Ooh, I'm told we're going to pull magical times. I really like the power of love. All right. All right, so this is going to be guidance for all parties involved. Guidance for all parties involved. And I'm just going to say, I did not pick up... I almost said I didn't pick up any third-party energy. But you see it right there, clear as day. So yeah, there's still a little third-party energy there. But it's not so overwhelming and powerful like it has been. So that's good. That's definitely the breakaway from the karmic energy. About time. All right, so we have cycles. We're all becoming. Surrender to your changes, release your fear, and trust this powerful process. I definitely feel like that's exactly what's happened. We could definitely be coming out of some sort of cycle and moving into a new one. We have sacred space here, and it says, take time for the dreamer in you. Find your power in your stillness. In your sacred space is the peace that you seek. I feel like that's exactly what just happened to us, right? We had to step away so we could break that codependency. We have strength. It says you have courage, you can endure, find your center, and spiral into your power. We have prosperity. Focus on the positive and more good will come. Give thanks for blessings and they will multiply. Prosperity begins in the mind. Guys, that was one of my first big lessons. Explain the years to me, Jenna. What's 98, 2007, 2015? What's that mean? You met in 98, reunited in 2007 and 15? You're going to have to explain. All right, so prosperity. That was one of my first lessons. Miss Tina was massive on teaching me this lesson. I hope Miss Tina's still here. I love you, Miss Tina. I know I didn't make it over today. I'm sorry, super busy. I'll try later, or tomorrow. But yes, it was one of the first things that she taught me. Yes, things suck. Yes, there's always going to be difficulties, but there's always a positive. Every single time, there's always a positive. I didn't believe her at first, but I swear to you guys, it's true. There is always a positive. And as soon as I started learning to pull that positive out of all the crappy situations, I started to realize there was purpose. And as soon as I started to realize that, well, here we are today. All right, let's do this one. Manifestation, absolutely. Your dreams have untold energy. Open the door and let them live. Desire and belief are your power. And kindness. There it is. Ready? Live with compassion. Open your heart to all life forms. Be an angel with hands. And guys, that's exactly what we are. It's exactly what we're doing. All right, now I'll show you bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck is the humor card. It says, laugh at yourself, lighten your heart, and let nothing steal your happiness. When I see this card, guys, I always get this overwhelming, like I just want to just make everything lighter. It doesn't have to be so heavy. It doesn't have to be so bad. Like we can raise up and be in a higher vibration. If you find yourself feeling scared, shame, guilt, remorse, all those lower vibrations, all you have to do is start finding acceptance, reason, and you're going to start moving up that ladder, right? Up that funnel. And then when you get up into that unconditional love and enlightenment, you're definitely learn to implement how to raise your vibrations. So like Miss L was saying earlier that she feels a lot of heavy energy. I imagine Miss L grounded herself a lot today. I imagine she spent a lot of time meditating today. These are all things that you do when you feel those types of energy so that you can raise those vibrations back up. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope this reading was helpful. Let me know, guys, if this is for you. I know sometimes it's a collective reading, but I feel like for some of you, there's going to be some of you where it feels like really, really close, and it's really going to come back here in the messages that we pulled. So yes, if any of those messages like hit you right here, let me know. Let me know in the comments. All right, guys, so that's it. What do you guys think? Interesting. 9 years, Jenna. That is so weird. Miss L says every 7 years for me. I would die. There is no way. Oh, Lord. So I guess I would have another question then. Do you live far apart from your counterpart? And Miss L says in the car, meditation. Wow, that is so interesting. So mine is the 2015, guys, and I don't have anything before. So it's interesting to me because I've always heard people say that it's very likely that because you're in similar areas, you know what I'm saying, born in the same states and that kind of stuff, that it's very likely that you can run into your twin. But if you're both like not ready, like you'll just pass each other. It'll just give you like a shiver, but you don't really know exactly, what just happened, kind of thing. I've definitely heard that, and I have had that happen to me to the point that like I noticed it, and it like I carried the memory, with me for till ever. 2 hours away. That's so Rachel says 2 hours away. So I want to know, Rachel, was yours the same? Like, is it really far apart like that? I just go to town, guys. Yeah, like it's everywhere. It's everywhere. Like, I feel like I can't go anywhere. My house is what I call the safe place. My safe space. That is so interesting. So look, you guys teaching me something new every day, every day. Cancer moon took a long hot shower. Interesting. Jenna, how much Cancer do you have in your chart? Like, what's your sun, moon, rising? So if you guys have Cancer in major aspects, the Cancer moon should actually not make you feel very emotional. It should actually make you feel like you're dancing with the universe, and that is a true thing, guys. I was talking to another Cancer friend of mine yesterday, and she actually has some really good things happening in her life right now, and it's definitely a lot of balance coming in due to the work that she's done. Absolutely. She was one of the first ones, guys, like from the very beginning when I first started, one of the first ones. And we still talk. It's beautiful. I love this journey. I'm so, so grateful to be in this journey. But anyway, she was a Cancer, and we were talking about how I had read an article. I can't remember where it was, guys. Oh, I know. Scorpio Moon Intuition. Scorpio Moon Intuition always puts up like a little thing for all the new moons, full moons, and she tells people like what's going on. She gets her information from this, I can't remember the lady's name, but super wise lady that has a lot of astrological information. But anyway, she was talking about how if you're a Cancer, you're definitely going to feel like you're in the flow with this moon. For the rest of us, it's actually a new moon. So new moons, okay, so for some of us, we're emotional regardless what moon phase it is, right? But for some of us, it's only like for me, it's full moons. Full moons are the ones where I'm like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of heavy crying, overflow of emotion, full moons. But new moons to me actually don't normally make me feel very emotional. Normally they're exciting, and normally they are um, energetic. It's like something new, something exciting and new is coming in, right? So I had Cancer, just like Aries, all everywhere. And so I do feel like I'm definitely dancing with the universe today, all day. That's what it felt like. But if you don't have Cancer in strong placements, it's very possible that this is actually a really emotional new moon for you, which is interesting because it's not a full moon, it's a new moon. But yes, it definitely could have a lot of really deep, intense emotions with this new moon. So kind of keep an eye out for that. And if you're like me and you have a lot of Cancer in your chart, yay! Mars in Cancer, there you go. Mars is important, divine masculine energy, absolutely. Love it, love it. Cancer sun, yep. 5 and 6, yep. Venus and Mars are awkward. No, no way, Jenna. all of our Venuses and Mars are awkward. And I'm not making a pun. Like literally, if we had all our charts out, like all of us, that's how I know. Like when we're on the journey, right? It's like how I know what's going on is our Venus, Mars, and Pluto, guys. I use Pluto too. All right, so it's that time. I did the collective reading. I still have some time. I would love to offer. That is so interesting, Rachel. Thank you, Miss Tina. I love you. She already fell asleep earlier, guys. But I was talking to her earlier. She didn't say nothing back. I know she was already out. Yes, guys. So let me know. Facebook, I see you. If you want a free reading, if you're just looking for guidance or you have a question, absolutely. Oh, I want to tell you guys really quickly. I'm excited because we're going to do this tomorrow. All right, let me pull it up while you guys are trying to decide if you want to do a reading or not. Oh, my daughter-in-law sent me pictures of the babies. All right, let me pull it up real quick. It's going to take me just a couple of seconds because I didn't have it ready. So sorry. Okay, here it is. All right, and then I'm going to go here. Thank you, thank you. All right, and then I'm going to go here. And then I'm going to go here. I'm sometimes making noises in the mic and I don't realize it. I was watching a live and I tried to watch the lives back at least once so I can see if I had any like major screw up or anything that I need to take down. Um, and I seen where I was eating ice on one of them. I'm so sorry, guys. Like I just grabbed a cup of ice and started chomping away like, you know, you were my mom and we were just sitting here chilling out. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. All right. So here it is, guys. How to tell the difference. Twin flames, soulmates, karmic. I originally was going to upload a video talking about the three different types. But I thought, wouldn't it be super cool if we did a live with Q&A? Right? So let's say you're in a relationship and you don't know what relationship that is. I always make the joke like, ladies, if you're beating your man against the head with a beer bottle, that is not your soulmate. Okay? It's not. I promise you. I know you want it to be. I'm sorry, but it's not. One, sit down, put the beer bottle down. Talk to a therapist. You know what I'm saying? No judgment, been there. Maybe not to that extreme, but definitely been there. But yeah, I feel like a lot of times we think our soulmates are these relationships that are not soulmate relationships. So it's really important that we understand the different types of relationships. So I thought it would be super cool to do like a Q&A. And then you guys can come in. We can talk about the different relationships everyone has. You could kind of like, I'm going to give you like 5 characteristics of each one, and then you can see which spot that person fits in, and you can see what relationship that is. So I thought that would be super fun to do tomorrow night. What do you guys think? A Q&A. We'll do some free readings. Yeah, and I'll tell you, is that your twin? Is that your karmic? Or is that your soulmate? No, no, Rachel. I wish I could be the lady that sits up here and tells you guys all the pretty, wonderful answers. But I can't lie, Rachel, and that would definitely not be the case. And I'm not saying that there are twin flames that are in a union, guys. Um, they're not always we talk about celebrities a lot of times, right? Okay, so we talked about John and Judy Cash. John and Judy Cash. Johnny and June Cash. I'm gonna get it right, guys, I swear. Sorry. Johnny and June Cash. All right, so we talked about that and we talked about how they were twins, and everybody knows the Johnny and June story, right? And so if you don't, it's just some country singers, very toxic, unhealthy lives, came together, spiritually catapulted each other, and in the end come to be married and die together. That's the greatest, beautiful twin story, right? It doesn't always happen that way, guys. But when it does, look how many people Johnny and June Cash, like how many people they affected. Do you see what I'm trying to say? How many people they impacted? How many people did June Carter teach about unconditional love? Do you see what I'm trying to say? So when twins come into 3D union, again, it's rare. It's not, we're not all Johnny and June, okay? I wish we were, but we're not. So when they do, though, it's more powerful than a soulmate. Do you understand? So we have lots of soulmates. Those are those easy relationships. They're not always romantic relationships, but the romantic relationships are usually going to be the best relationship you're ever going to have in this lifetime. It's because it's two givers, two people watering each other. There's not a runner. There's not a chaser. There's not somebody going, I don't want to do this journey. I got free will. You know what I'm saying? Like there's none of that. Soulmates are normally the type of relationship that is everyone is reaching for. That's what I want. That's the peace I want. That's the loyalty I want. I want the faithfulness from this person. I want the honesty from this person. I want all the things that I give in a relationship. I want them back. That's a soulmate, guys. Hi, Tara. So a twin will, one of the things that I know 100% about a twin is they will catapult your spiritual awakening. And what I mean by that is you may not have been a spiritual person, or you may, June Carter was a very spiritual person. She sang gospel, for Pete's sake, in church. You see what I'm trying to say? Her family was very religious, very spiritual. And I'm not saying that religion and spirituality are the same, but you know, one kind of goes with the other. and I don't want to say it like that either because there's so much so much difference there. But I'm just saying she went to church, she believed in God, she sang gospel. You see what I'm trying to say? But when she met the person that her parents said was the devil and you can't be with this person, her whole life changed, right? And that's that catapult. That's what I mean by catapulting your spiritual awakening. So no, unfortunately, a twin cannot be a soulmate. You can have several soulmates. You only have one soul, one twin. Not the same sugar, Tara says. True that. True that. Not the same sugar. I love it. Look at this. Oh, Tara, that gave me a tickle. So yeah, not the same sugar. Ooh, she said the GD word, Amber. Miss Tina was here. She'd have got you. Never ever would want to be with them again. Oh yes, yes, I understand. And you do kind of get to that, especially if you move on in your journey and you do find a soulmate. You don't go, oh, I want to go back to that chaos. You know what I'm trying to say? That doesn't happen. But you do get to where you want to work with the energy. You want it to be more aligned, and you want the friction to be gone, right? And when I say friction, karmics. So we didn't talk about karmics. Karmics are friction. They are challenging relationships, toxic relationships, unhealthy relationships. Um, ooh, I don't know what else to say about karmics. They always get it's almost like the Four of Pentacles. They always get like the raw, like the bad end of the stick kind of situation. It's like we always look bad on karmics, and we talk bad about karmics, and we get mad at karmics, and we're like, oh, that we use bad words, Amber. I do it too. It's okay. It's not okay, guys. Don't do it. But yeah, so like I understand where we get this energy for the karmics, but here's what I'm going to say. This is how I know that I am moving through my journey, because I'm starting to have unconditional love for the karmic. And that's how I know that I am getting further and further ahead in my journey. Amber, can you imagine having unconditional love for that karmic that you speak of? I'm just saying, it's going to happen. It will come. And when it does, it's just going to knock your socks off. But when it does happen, look, she says, karmics are great for working on fire element. Great way to get out of that experience. Good. Yes, Tara, that is so perfect. Oh, I'm loving this. So Tara says religion will help you realign your life. Spirit will help you love it and love your best life. Live your best life. Absolutely, Tara. Yes. Yes. I understand. You wish the twin nothing but good things. But what I'm saying, Amber, is there's going to come a time when you wish all parties involved nothing but good things, and you love all parties involved unconditionally. And when that happened to me, it was really shocking. But I'm having more and more compassion for the karmic. And here's why, though, guys. I talked really poorly about my karmic ex for a really long time. Anger, guys, anger, bitter, mad, whatever you want to call it, all those lower vibrational energies. And here lately, especially since my son has moved back to Colorado and living with his dad, which was my karmic relationship, I'm starting to have like more compassion for him, and like starting to see, again, human. We all make mistakes. We all do things. And his soul it just chose a really difficult journey for this lifetime. And so I have compassion for him. You see what I'm trying to say? So we have to have compassion for the karmics, because we wouldn't be who we are today, and we wouldn't be who we're going to be if it wasn't for the karmics. They teach us the lessons that we need to learn in order to be who we need to be able to fulfill this purpose, this mission. See what I mean? All right, guys. I know I asked once. Did anyone want any guidance or want me to pull a card? Because I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here pretty soon. I did, Tara, do a collective reading at the beginning. So if you didn't see it, make sure to go back and watch that. I do want to show you guys really quickly the planet parade if the computer decides to work. There it goes. I've been talking about it all week, the planet parade. I got this picture from AccuWeather, guys, so I'm not trying to, like, don't get in trouble. But I just want to show you where Mercury is on the horizon there. You have Venus on June 24th, so 2 days from now, early morning, in the dawn, before dawn, guys, the crescent moon is going to move in between Venus and Mars. Do you guys see that on the screen there? And then you're going to have Jupiter and Saturn. This is going to be visible to the naked eye, guys. You're going to be able to go outside and see this. Some of you may have a hard time with Mercury because it is on the horizon. It is right next to the sun. But the crescent moon is going to help you be able to see between Venus and Mars and be able to make the rest of those planets out. And that is with the naked eye. Now, if you do have a telescope and you want to look through a telescope, one, invite me over because I so want my own telescope and I want to be able to look through a telescope. But anyway, you'll be able to actually see the rings on Saturn. So that's super cool. Yes, guys, this is a big deal. It's not going to happen again until 2040. So I just want to make sure to point that out. New schedule really quickly. Fire signs Sunday, earth signs Monday, water signs Tuesday, air signs Wednesday. We're going to do them all at 6 p.m., guys. All right, let me go back and see. All right, Athena Loves. Did I say that right? No, Athena Loves. Have mercy. Hi, Athena. Al on Twitch. Ah, thanks for the reminder on the planets. Ah, thank you. So Amber says, I found that I was at my lowest when I was with him. I learned I didn't love myself and that I had issues with boundaries and learned a lot of lessons from them, which I am grateful for. I can resonate with all of those things you just said, Amber. Absolutely, absolutely. All right, Tara. So let's start with Athena. She stuck out to me right away. And really quickly, and just let me know that you're still here. Aw, thank you, Diana. Have a good night. All right, Athena, going once. There she is, still there, yay. All right, I'm just gonna pull some quick guidance real quickly and let's see what Spirit wants to say to Athena. Beautiful name. We have embracing enthusiasm. Shout to the heavens with happiness. The butterflies are sticking out to me. Journey by moonlight. Believe in magic. And first light, beginning a new cycle. And look at that, fellow travelers is on the bottom. Support is all around you. Athena, your energy is sticking out to me strongly. This is definitely what I do. And I'm starting to get really comfortable with pointing the people out. I'm going to say that you have some sort of soul connection, soul bond with another person here in this 3D world. And I do feel like you don't necessarily feel like screaming or shouting to the heavens with happiness about a certain thing, but you are starting to be able to pull positives from the journey, from the situation. You could even be manifesting. See how those butterflies are coming out of her? It's almost like out of her breath. Interesting. Journey by moonlight tells me this is all new to you. You're not really sure what's going on, but it does seem very magical, very spiritual. And then first light comes out, beginning a new cycle. It tells me you could be new to the journey. You may not quite understand like what's happening just yet, but it is like the beginning. It's something new. And then fellow travelers, I love it, is on the bottom. Support is all around you. So if all of this resonates, yay, you found your tribe. And if it doesn't, I'd be really shocked and I'm sorry. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. All right, Tara. Ears are on fire. Who else's ears are ringing? All right, Tara, here we go. Ready? So we have voyage of the heart. Love flows through you and to you. Interesting. Surrendering to the journey, release control. And look at that. First light is coming back out, beginning a new cycle. So collectively, this is kind of a little bit of a sign, right? That collectively, we are starting a new cycle. We are beginning something new. It's like a clean slate for everyone, right? But I do feel like that's what's happening for you, Tara. And I didn't click on your thing. I am so sorry, Tara. Give me just a second. Awesome, Athena. Thank you so much. Make sure to hit that follow button. All right. So love flows through you and to you stuck out to me. I do feel like you're sending something. Someone could be actually giving you messages that they love you too. That's interesting. I don't think it's just you. I feel like before, Tara, it was just you sending something out, telling someone how you feel. Like sending, you see the little hearts that she's blowing out of the palm of her hand. And it's like now something's coming back. It's being reciprocated. It's very possible because you surrendered to the journey. You release control, release expectations, that type of thing. And that definitely would cause like a first light, beginning, new step, new cycle, that type of situation. All right, Tara, I hope that was helpful. Clean slate, Tara. Beautiful. All right, Rachel, I'm going to do a real quick. Ooh, am I missing Sandra? I see you at the bottom up there, Sandra. Hold on. Yep, energy update or guidance. Oh, that's so awesome. Thanks for the weekly sign guidance. I'm a Scorpio, so need to let things go. Oh, you're so welcome, Twitch. Out on Twitch. Yes. We did change the schedule, so I'm just gonna throw it up really quickly just so you can see. I did change it on Twitch too. But I just want to show you that water signs are going to be on Tuesday now. So fire signs Sunday, earth signs Monday, water signs Tuesday, air signs Wednesday. And we're going to do them each week at 6 p.m. And I do offer free readings at the end of the live. So if you're able to catch a live, absolutely when we're doing them. But it's going to change to Tuesday. But thank you so much. We have a strong Scorpio following for sure. All right, so let's do. I'm gonna do Rachel really quickly, Sandra, and then I'll do yours. Okay, I'm gonna click the wrong one. All right, so I want to do a little tarot. All right, so we're going to do a little head, heart, and higher self space, Rachel. All right, so I have the Two of Swords and the Seven of Cups coming out. Oh, and there's that Scorpio. I almost said the Scorpio has been following me all day. So the Two of Swords is very much like you were stuck. You're trying to figure out how to do something. You feel like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. This is actually about making a decision. So Rachel, this is something about making a decision, and you have something in your head space where you're thinking you have to choose something. In the heart space, you feel like you have no options. So here it's like I need to choose something, and here it's like I don't have any options. And then the higher self is definitely trying to teach you that something's coming to an end. Okay, so here's what I'm picking up, Rachel. I feel like you're very much, and I meant to look at your person, and this is totally just you. I feel like you're very much thinking that you have to make some sort of step, or you could be feeling like there's something you're supposed to be doing, but actually right now you're just going through the transformation. You're not really actually taking like those first steps just yet, right? So a lot of times when this happens, guys, it makes us feel like we're stuck. And I kind of got that with that Two of Swords at the beginning. I felt like you thought you were stuck, but it's not stuck. It's just needing to make a decision. Look at that. The High Priestess coming out for your person's headspace, heart space. We have the Devil, strong Capricorn energy. And we have the Knight of Wands coming out. All right, so in the headspace, your person is thinking about bridging energy, what you're both currently working on. And of course, I didn't pull a current energy, so I can't even tell you what your bridging energy is. So let's take a really quick peek. Fogged in, go slow, take time. That's you. Ascending the mountain, keep going forward. That's them. And finding sanctuary, opening to your spiritual source. So that's going to be your bridging energy. So in the headspace, your person is opening up to their spiritual source. In the heart space, they are definitely trying to break free from some sort of toxicity, something that's unhealthy. And this could be like, I know it's not the King of Cups, it's the Devil card, but I'm definitely sensing like an emotional attachment. And then the Knight of Wands is coming out in the higher self space. So I do feel like your person is being told by their higher self to take some sort of courageous action. All right, let's pull a Power of Love real quick, Rachel, and we'll close it out. Individuality. You leave your unique stamp of love on everything you do. Acceptance. You're ready to replace control of you're ready to release control of situations or people and lovingly embrace the rhythm of life. All right, Rachel, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. Thank you, Tara. Thank you so much. The Scorpio moon. Ooh. Oh, no, Sandra, are you still here? Let me know. I want to do yours if you're still here. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you so very much. And guys, don't forget, we have the Facebook stars. So if you feel like it, want to donate, the Facebook stars is definitely appreciated. Sandra, let me know if you're still here. Awesome. I'm so glad, Rachel. Oh, she must have left. Oh, I'm so sorry, Sandra. All right, guys. So make sure tomorrow, keep an eye out for the summer solstice reading. I am putting that out. It's definitely a twin energy update. I'm going to put that out sometime in the morning. And then tomorrow night, we are going to do the Q&A. Remember, guys, the Q&A is going to be how to tell the difference between twin flames, soulmate, and karmics. So yes, guys, if you haven't followed the channel, please hit the follow button. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. That is how I connect to your energy, and that is how I'm able to give you your readings. So yes, make sure to do that. Make sure to hit the little bell button so it can notify you when we go live. I'm really excited to do this Q&A tomorrow. I want you guys to come in with all your questions, and we're going to figure out which relationship you're in. Are you in a twin flame relationship? Are you in a soulmate relationship? Are you in a karmic relationship? And for some of you, you're going to realize that you actually have one of all three. Interesting, right? Don't forget, guys, the new schedule starts Sunday the 26th at 6 p.m. We are going to do fire signs on Sunday. And also, guys, the planet parade. Please don't miss that planet parade. I want you guys to go look at it. You don't need a telescope. On the 24th, the crescent moon is going to enter between Mars and Venus, and you'll be able to make that alignment clear from Mercury through to Saturn. If you do, by chance, have a telescope, you will be able to see the rings on Saturn. And Facebook stars, guys, we're doing so good on Facebook stars. We did just recently get monetized with Facebook stars, and I'm so, so grateful. Thank you, all of you who have sent Facebook stars. We appreciate you so very much. Oh, Sandra says she's here. All right, awesome. All right, Sandra, let's do a real quick energy update. I want to use the Sacred Traveler. All right, so let's start Divine Feminine energy. So we have Journey by Moonlight, Believe in Magic. That's definitely going to be your energy. We have Distant Thunder, Clear the Air. That's interesting. Your person feels like something is coming. They definitely see something coming. They could see it as a storm. They could be nervous about it, whatever it is. A lot of times, I could just be reading too much into that, but a lot of times I do kind of get the feeling that, like, I know when there's like been a separation, like I can feel when the counterpart is returning. Like the energy gets stronger, right? And that's kind of what I'm getting with this card here. It's almost like they know something is coming. Bridging energy, we have Gates of Triumph. I love it. Success expands in your life. And on the bottom, Solitude. In silence, peace prevails. That's what's happened. There's been silence between these two energies. I feel like it's been there for quite some time, but that's why the Gates of Triumph are here. So, Sandra, what's interesting, what I'm picking up about your journey is, for most of us, we need confirmation all the time. Like would somebody please tell us that we're not crazy? Somebody please tell us that they feel the same. Somebody please tell us that they see these same things. And your journey has not been like that at all. You two have had to actually do this without having any kind of confirmation. That's really, one, it's really powerful, and two, it's really interesting. All right, so let's pull from the Triple Goddess Tarot. And let's do a quick head, heart, and higher self. Claudette, Sandy, hello. Watching from Dominica. That is amazing. Thank you so much. All right, let's do a real quick head, heart, and higher self. I want to start on your side. You're definitely in the Divine Feminine energy. So interesting because we have the Knight of Pentacles coming out. And the Knight of Pentacles is that energy like in for the long haul. Not a quitter. The Three of Pentacles comes out, and the Three of Pentacles is teamwork, working together. So this is going to be your heart space. So I feel like in the heart space, these two people are working together. That's so interesting. All right. And then the higher self is teaching about overflow of emotions. That's so not true. The higher self is teaching you about your intuition. Super cool. All right. Now let's look at your person's head, heart, and higher self. Okay, so it's very possible that you do have a lot of heavy emotions with the Ace of Cups. I mean, look at all that water flowing, overflowing. But it's like also, I feel like a surge of intuition. All right, now let's look at your person's head, heart, and higher self. So headspace, they're thinking about getting on with it, getting on their path, getting on the journey they're supposed to be on, leaving something that's no longer serving them behind. And then in the heart space, they're having a tower. There could be, this person could be like dealing with some sort of breakup. And it looks at the higher self space. Do you see them just trying to slap me? And we have the Knight of Swords. It is a breakup. Yep, because the Knight of Swords is about freedom, clarity, a breakaway, you know, all that kind of stuff. I feel like your person is dealing with some sort of separation. On the bottom is the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands tells me that the overall energy, Sandra, is that you have a very important decision to make. All right, let's pull from the Power of Love. You have spontaneity. You move beyond the constraints of the mind and freely and lovingly embrace new situations. And you have trust. You have a strong connection to your soul's loving voice and have faith in your intuition. Beautiful. All right, Sandra, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. She says it's about time. Yeah, yeah. Interesting. And most likely, I just want to say, Sandra, I make sure to point out that most likely you're mirroring each other. So Sandra, whatever it is that you're dealing with in your lifetime, whatever it is you're trying to do and heal and fix and that kind of stuff, that's what they're trying to do and heal and fix and that kind of stuff. So keep that in mind too. All right, guys, I think that's it. I think I'm gonna wrap it up. Thank you so very much, everyone who came in on Facebook, on Twitch. We had a wonderful evening. Thank you so much. Don't forget to hit that little bell if you're on YouTube. And don't forget to hit the follow if you're on Facebook and Twitch, because we will be going live again tomorrow. I will get that summer solstice energy out first thing in the morning, probably around 8 o'clock. You guys will have all day to watch it. And then we will do that Twin Flame, a Soulmate, Karmic live at the end. Bring all your questions, guys. Q&A. I want to really like dig down. I want everyone to really understand what type of relationship they're in when they leave the live, because I feel like a lot of times there's so much confusion about which relationships we're in, and a lot of times that's what causes delays. So if you're trying to manifest with your twin, or you're trying to find your soulmate, or you're trying to break away from a karmic, well, you're not going to do those things if you don't understand. If you are with a karmic and you think they're your soulmate, you're supposed to be with them forever. Well, it's going to take you a long time to learn that lesson. You see what I'm trying to say? So let's all get together and talk about the 3 different types and which one you have. And then I feel like we'll be able to make better decisions on where we need to go forward from here, right? All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming in. Ooh, do you see my camera freak out? All right. As always, I'm always sending all of you abundant love and light on your journey. Thank you, guys.